So, you just hit level 85, and now you've unlocked Conquest. What do you do? Well, first off, you only have one choice. Easy. Until you complete Easy Conquest, meaning you complete the last node, you cannot unlock Normal Conquest, which is where you really need to be. Well, you really need to be in hard, but you can't get there till you're 4 million galactic power. So, all you can do for now is go into Easy. Like I said, you have to clear the final boss, Sector 5. You'll start with 144 energy, probably. I got a little bit more because they had a free pack in the store, gave energy. You're going to start, you're going to pick a data disk. I like to focus on, a lot of times on my main account, on survivability data, things that are going to recover your protection, maybe even give you mastery, ruthless offenses, But you do, I think, in a situation like this, I think you do want to focus on offensive discs, because you're not focused on feats. What are feats? These are global feats. These are sector feats. These are mini-boss feats. These are boss feats. There's a variety of feats in Conquest. You should not worry about them if you're only in Easy Conquest, because the rewards for Easy Conquest are terrible. I mean, terrible. You max out, get all the possible tickets earned. This is all you get. 2 weeks of effort. The rewards are terrible. Don't worry about the rewards. You need to get to the next tiers of Conquest, because hard Conquest is where the rewards are at. So, you're going to start, you're going to pick a disc. I think in this case, because I'm using a Phoenix team primarily, I think this will be a very useful disc for me. Just so you know, in order to remove a disc, once you've confirmed it, cost energy. Do not remove disc unless you need to. You will get some consumables, maybe, as you play, but probably not. Really, the main place gets consumables if you were to spend $10 on this upper pass, and it's here. Do not, and I mean seriously, do not buy either of these things unless you're in hard Conquest. It is a colossal waste of money. So we're going to start here. I've got a few teams. I think at first I'm going to try to use my Phoenix team a couple battles. So stamina is what I'll show you when we get done with this battle. And I recommend that you maybe check out a stream I've done for Conquest. You can go to the live section of my channel and you can see me do a day 1 Conquest on my main or alt accounts. And that might help a little more. But this is what it looks like when you very first unlock it. You're going to come in here, you're going to pick a disc, you're going to start doing battles. I am almost a week late. I just hit level 85 today, so there's only 7 days left. Normally you get 14 days. I don't know if I can clear this in 14 days. I'm probably not going to spend energy refreshing to try to clear this in 14 days. You cannot clear it without doing at least a couple of refreshes, just so you know. I don't really have the crystals to do it, so it probably won't be refreshing for this one. Maybe in the next one, I'll try to clear easy so I can unlock normal. But that's just the calculus you have to make. Is it worth it for me to try to clear this Conquest right now based on the crystals that I have to spend? Probably not. At least at this GP. I'm only 356k galactic power. I'm not going to be able to clear anything really on normal Conquest. You want to get to it as early as you can, but anyway, back to this. So this is what stamina does. As you can see, she's at 80% stamina. This is your maximum health that you would have at 100. This is what you get now. Speed's the biggest hit here. It's 172 down to 147. So the more you burn this stamina bar, the harder it's going to get to continue. So you're going to need other teams to use for some of your battles, which is fine. You should have other teams by the time you hit level 85. Maybe Bounty Hunters wasn't my best pick against the Phoenix team, but I think we'll get there. Should have used my Empire. But we'll probably still win, no problem. Although the Easy Conquest is not meant to be hard, it's meant to be easy. And you're just going to do battles the best you can, make it as far as you can. I want to kind of explain a little bit about the paths and then and go from there. Alright. So when we get out of this battle, we'll talk a little bit more. And I want to get to some of the merchants to show you that as well, which we have the energy to do while we talk about Conquest. So, in case you haven't noticed, there's this gold route here, and then there's this not gold route. So there's a common misconception that the gold path is harder than the rest. That is not true. It is literally just, you get to pick 2 of these. You get to pick between 2 sets of these if you can do it. If you're on the gold path, and this is a really hard team that you're having problems with, go around. It is not a big deal to go around. In my case, I really want this blindside disc for my Phoenix team. That's going to be big. So we're gonna do Empire for this one, but then I want to get that blindside data disc for my Phoenix. And data discs are going to change every single conquest. There might be some that are still there. We've had blindside for quite a few now. But the general principle is that you can never be guaranteed that a new disc is going to be there for the next configuration of Conquest, which is 3 months. So everything will be the same for 3 months, and then change. And that'll be the bosses, the feats are all the same for 3 months, and then it changes. And like I said, I'm not worried about feats here. I'm just battling through. Think of it like you were pushing to 85, you're doing your Galactic War every day. Think about this like a more advanced version of Galactic War. Alright, let's get this blindside data disc. Because we have so much attacking on a turn happening for us on our Phoenix team, this will be a great boon. Let's get another one of these. I want the teams dead with our Empire. Probably do one more Bounty Hunter battle, then we probably can make the rest with Phoenix. So the general rule of thumb is you can regen about 40% of your stamina in 24 hours. So if you do your battles at the same time every time you do them, you can use about 4 battles per team. Obviously, if you're not doing refreshes, like I've said, I'm not going to be on this account. That's not going to be a problem. You'll have no issue using less than 4 battles per team. Especially if you have just 2 teams. You'll be able to have no problem there. I mean, this team is garbage, and I'm still just walking over it, so don't sweat it too much. Easy Conquest, like I said earlier, is easy. We'll just keep pushing through here too. You guys get to see a merchant node, you get to see a mini-boss, and then that'll be kind of it. Alright, let's do one more Bounty Hunter battle, and then we should be able to use Phoenix a few more times. Obviously, I think I'll probably be going over the 4 battle limit here. You saw the 4 exposes that popped up on her there. That's from our blindside data disc. All the out-of-turn attacks that we're going to get with Phoenix are going to absolutely steamroll. So Phoenix, we could probably run the stamina down to 20%. 10% probably still win. But we're going to try not to do that. Darn it, zombie. This is not a team that you get, by the way. Normally the teams, I thought, were the same. So obviously the nodes are random, just to be clear. So the nodes, once you get in, you're not going to fight the same teams as me on these nodes. The only thing that's consistent are the mini-boss, the boss, and then the bonus nodes at the end, your Datacron stuff. You don't need to worry about Datacrons. Datacrons are a relic team thing. Looks like there isn't even a Datacron node in Easy Conquest. There you go. Yeah, these are like absolute trash can teams. Wow. Anyway, well then we could do one more of this and maybe one more Empire before we move on. But he's going to get a bunch of exposes. Boom. So he's exposed like crazy. Let's push Magna Guard back. And this should straight up kill B2. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, this is so easy. Wow. I never got to play Easy Conquest, because when they added Conquest, I was like, I was probably like 8 million GP or something. So, like, it didn't exist. When they added it, there was only, I think there was only normal the first time they ran it, and then they added hard. Everybody went to hard Conquest. And then they made it where they gated it at the 4 million GP mark. Alright, let's do one more Empire. And then we should be able to knock out Phoenix for the rest. Alright, call her. Ability block? Nice. Just trying to cut down on the AoEs best I can. Try not to lose a star. It wouldn't really matter. Because like I said, the rewards are bad. But I'm going to try to get, I'm not going to do feats, but if I can keep the battles clean, that is maybe a little bit better rewards that we're going to get. Even if bad rewards are still rewards. So I'm going to try to maximize it the best we can. We're doing good so far. Pretty happy with this. Alright, let's take a look at how we're doing. We've got one more node and then the bonus. So same thing here, we get 2 choices between these. These are the consumables I was talking about earlier. You should not be buying any of these as a, first time through. If you are truly trying to complete the conquest to unlock normal, I don't think it would be out of the realm of, feasibility for you to decide, alright, I guess you're stuck on an impossible team, maybe you could buy some. They would probably be okay. Yeah, Phoenix are going to steam more. So I could probably run them down to 0% stamina and still win. At least in this sector, because they're blue gear. I don't think I'd have any trouble. If I wanted to, I could leave out Captain Rex and bring him back in. on a later. So there we go. We got tenacity down 20 times. Awesome. So that was one of the Sector 1 feats, by the way. We're not going to get these other two for sure, but sure. I'll take a free extra ticket. So it doesn't matter which one we pick. We're not taking anything from them. You do have to pick one, though. So when you get to this node, well, we'll go ahead and do the boss first, then I'll talk about it. I don't have geos, so that's not happening. And like I said, I got an extra 100 energy from the free pack in the store. It was a community event going on. Otherwise, you'd be out of energy by now, I think. I'd have to look. I think we've spent 144. If we're at 100 energy or less, you'd be out of energy by now. Oh, come on. Dead. Alright. Let's take a look. Where are we at? Yeah, so we would be out of energy right before that battle / that battle. So now we're going to look and see, alright, any of these data discs we want before we commit to a direction. Because if we pick tier, we wouldn't be able to get this one. We already have both of these. This is an okay disc. Ruthless Offense is not that helpful. I do quite like Heal Over Time. Helping Hands is not going to help me that much. Critical Tactics, I think, is what I want. Get a crit, you get 3% offense, and that stacks our thrust spell. So we want to go to the bottom node, so we can go only to this team, and then we'll have this team on the way. I want to make sure I can clear both of these teams before we proceed. You would not want to commit to that path and be like, oh crap, I'm stuck. I can't kill this team. So you want to be paying attention and making sure you're not going to get stuck behind a team you can't kill. So that would be really detrimental to be like, oh, well, now I'm stuck here for a week and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, maybe you get some upgrades or something. But yeah, I won't be trying to force my way all the way through this because I'm a week late. I would need to do a lot of energy refreshes to make it to the end of Conquest. But we can still get some rewards, and then the next time Conquest rolls around in a month, I'll be able to clear it. Alright, let's take Critical Tactics here. Slap that on, so that's a 3 cost disc. And once you get a bunch of discs in here, if you have trouble realizing which one's which and you want to put one you just got, you can change the sort to Obtained Order, and then it'll appear in the first slot, so you don't lose the one you just picked up. Yeah, like you can tell. I mean, like, 1 or 2 good teams, you're going to roll this. No problem at all. Alright, get this claimed. I think we got, what, 2 more battles? 3 more battles. So, this is a merchant. You have no choice but to visit the merchant. You must commit to the merchant. I don't know that I would, I would not recommend really buying any of this. I don't know what you should do with this currency, to be honest with you, and easy. You can't even buy character shards. You'd probably just save it. Like, there is a shipment you could use, but like none of these characters that are going to be in here are going to be worth you picking up because you're not going to have any shards. They're going to be out of this store before anything. Maybe if you saw like a Bane for the currency, you could justify picking them up, but like I would just save it until you get in a position where you truly understand, yes, I can get these characters. Right, we've used them down to 60. Let's switch off. Or we used them 6 times, so let's switch off. I'm going to be at a little bit of a stamina deficit on them the next couple days, but that's fine. We can use our bounty hunters or Empire a little bit more. Empire have been making a bunch of upgrades in, so shouldn't have too much of a problem having them take over a couple extra battles tomorrow or something like that. Come on, let's rip all that off. I don't want you coming back. Okay, you're back still. But you can see that, look, we're dealing way less damage than we were 10 minutes ago, right? Because our stamina's getting lower and lower and lower. And we're getting outran a little bit worse. And as we get deeper, the teams get harder too. So they're going to get extra stats. Not just gear level stuff, but they just get more stats. I'll see if I can show that after this battle. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's get on to route. I should kill him. And that's that blindside disc kicking in again. It's a nice one to have if you're relying on a lot of out-of-turn attacks. And I use that there because if he has buffs, he revives. That's his whole thing. Although maybe they don't. I think they do have the ability upgrade. But if they didn't, then he would revive. Alright, let's see if we can see the overprepared. Assuming it is still an easy conquest. No. So, yeah. And it says has more difficult enemies. It doesn't truly have more difficult enemies. You would see it here in the modifier if it did. It would be like, oh, overprepared 1, overprepared 2. But it basically just means you're just fighting more teams that you don't get a choice, basically. But yeah, that's where that misconception comes from. There's no real indication that there are harder stats on these teams. Alright, we do need to be a little careful not to get completely stuck behind that acolyte there. Looks like we're going to lose some people, so this will be our first non-3-star battle. Presumably Tarkin's dead to that, yeah. Makes sense. I'm going to fracture acolyte before it goes stealth and screws me. Let's get Talia out. That is the cleanse on that team. Alright, TIE Fighter Pod's gone. Probably lose Thrawn, yep. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. On to you. Perfect. So, we lost a couple. This will be a 1-star battle, and that's, again, what starts to happen is your stamina runs lower, you're going to drop battle. You're going to drop stars. So we lose 2 key cards for that. So you see our key card total here, we're at 45, we would have had 47. Not worth going back and fixing. Ooh, Savior could be a nice one. That would help us keep our stars high as we go through these. 60% here. What are battles are also on 60. So this is our 15 per battle here, so we'll do one more of these. I'm so used to hard, it's 20, and this is less. So we'll see if our Empire can deal with this, since it is a lot of Jedi. We do have some anti-Jedi stuff baked into our kits. We did lose someone again, and then we'll Bounty Hunter the next team, whatever that may be. There we go. Alright, so we'll get out of this one with 2 stars, looks like. Could have been better, could have been worse. I should have swapped out Thrawn and TIE Fighter Pilot, probably have Gideon and some other characters I could have put in here. Alright, last battle. We've got it's like a Mandalorian team, but it's not Maul, it's armor. So that's interesting. This might be a hard one for us. We might lose this. Might need Phoenix for this one. And that's gonna happen. You're gonna hit teams and be like, oh crap, you know, can we beat this? Luckily we've got Blindside helping us out right now. Give us a big burst of damage. I don't think Bam is dead to that, but I hope we get him soon. We're gonna be in trouble. That did not do a ton. A lot of armor shred going. Alright, he's dead. Let's get after Canderous now. Because he does get a fair amount of Terminator game when he's hitting basics here. Although it looks like maybe he doesn't have that ability, so maybe that's less of an issue. Oh, dodge, really? Come on. Alright, taunt up. But anyway, you can tell, like, it's getting really tough with no stamina here. Yeah, we might be dropping this one. Come on, hang in there, Bosk. Yeah, Bosk is being so anyway. And that's how the stamina system works. So, you know, we could switch back to Phoenix and obviously would win, but eventually you might hit a wall where Phoenix all of a sudden doesn't cut it. And we have to wait on stamina to trickle back up. Come on, get Canderous down. We might still win this battle, but it's going to be close if we do. Because they're building up their stacks of clan loyalty, and that's the Conquest modifier for Mandalorians. They're going to start countering me, they're getting more health protection. Come on. Ooh, if Boba can get that final blow. Nice stun? Yes, alright. Come on, Boba, come on. Ah, not quite. Dengar is not going to solo this team. At least I hope not. I'd be very surprised. Nope, we're dead. Alright. So anyway, that's what happens when your stamina starts to drain low, and luckily that was our last battle. So we get a couple rewards we can claim here. Get some free tickets. Okay, cool. So we do get some consumables we can use. So, you know, maybe I could have used these consumables in this battle. You want battle, you get a bit of protection, you get tenacity, you get some speed, that kind of thing. But that's it. That's really all it is. As you get into normal and hard, you're going to want to start paying more attention to the feats. You know, for example, there's one to defeat enemies on Golden Path. Stagger, remnants, gun guns, you know, all kinds of things. Of course, this changes every configuration of Conquest, but that's how it works when you hit Conquest. That's what you do. You do battles, you progress through. Like I said, since I only started today, because I just hit level 85, I will not be trying to push to the end of this. I would need to refresh very hard. Also, it is kind of tough. Gear 11 with 50 to 9% bonus stats. Kind of hard. So, we're just going to be taking what we get for free here, based on our energy regen. We're not going to do refreshes or anything like that. And that'll be it. And again, 356 KGP, so pretty freshly 85. So, thank you guys so much. Hope this helps. If you have any questions about Conquest, I've got guides, I've got videos talking about best characters you want to look at. I've got guides for the individual conquest, that kind of thing. So please feel free to ask questions in the comments or check out any of my other videos and make sure to subscribe. See you next time.